Well, hello there, shirlierox here, welcome to the channel. Today, your eyes are going to get feasted on Shapez 2. I think I played it on the channel, the first one, but it's so complicated, but it is good, so I want to stick at it and try and get a little bit better at this. So, I am going to start a new game. Look at that, eventually you can do stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. It's got lasers, it's got a vortex, it's got a spinny thing, it's got more disco lasers. Right, so I'm going to do play. And I think I'll do a new game. You can see I have... What did I actually... I think I played it for 29 minutes yet. And there's the things I unlocked. I don't even know what that even means. So let's do a new game. And I'm going to go for demo. Random seed. What should I call it? Well, we'll just leave it as that. I'm not sure what difference it makes. It's probably the layout of the level. There is a tutorial all in this though, so it does hold your hand, but it's got that difficulty curve of, I mean, I've got to bits where I'm stuck on it, and I watch another YouTuber do it, and I'm like, watching Catherine the Sky play this, and I'm like, how do you learn how to do that stuff straight away? But I think I just need to get into the mindset of playing these sort of games. Okay, so to advance in your role as an operator, you need to complete research goals by delivering shapes to the vortex. Completing them grants you upgrades, new structures, and more challenging goals. If you have any doubts or questions, you can call up further information by the knowledge panel, which is G. In fact, that'd be a good point to show you. So it's just like an overview of all the different things, tells you like the camera, tells you about the toolbar, talks about research, but we're going to do the tutorial. So the idea of the game is to get the shapes into the swirly vortex here, and we have different shapes in different sectors. So this one has round shapes. So the job at the moment is select the extractor with 6 and place it on the shape patch. So that's just basically your toolbar down here is 1 to 9, and if I press 6, I select it. If I click it, it selects it. So we want to put it on a shape icon. So we've got a conveyor belt, another conveyor belt, and we've got a launcher. So if I put one on there, it's going to suck the shapes out of there. And then I need to do a conveyor belt to join them up. So if I do it like that, right click cancels, by the way, and also deletes. So if you right click, it deletes a bit. You can also, like it says here, if you mistakenly delete something, Control Z, a bit like using Word. Okay, you can also do shift deleting as well. So if you hold down shift, right click, you can delete a massive big bit. Okay, and these are the bits that are getting launched over here now. So look, see, these are like little launchers, and that's a receiver. And they are going into the swirly thing. Right, we can rotate the camera as well. If you've not got a rotating middle button, you can do J and K. Okay, so expand the factory to avoid waiting. So it wants me to put 4 extractors down. So let's get 4 put down on here. And now we're going to talk about merging. So belts can be merged. So as the little thing demonstrates over here, you can just merge them in. So I could just do, like it's showing here, 2 lines like this. And then I can also merge this. So click where you want to come from. Let go. I think you can do it like that as well. You don't have to click on that bit. So now you can see we got little pushy bits. And it's gonna 2 production lines into 1. Right, hotkeys over here. So these are all the hotkeys. These are what I need to learn. I need to learn how to do all them. Okay, and once you've done the objectives, you unlock stuff. So we're going to learn cutting now. So this is a half destroyer, which cuts a block in half and destroys the western side of it. So now we're going to start getting more complicated stuff. So the new goal requires squares. I even got stuck at this when I started playing this. It's simply we need to look for squares. So squares are over here, and we can tell that by here. So that is squares, and I need to do extraction. So R rotates. So let's start getting some squares. And I need to put 6 half destroyers. So let's do everything it says on here. So I'm going to put a 4 block here. And I'm going to do destroyers here. So we want to do 6 destroyers. So if we do it like that, that's going to be 6. So we need to deliver 20 cut blocks. So if we switch to the belts, now you can do this a number of ways now. So I need to feed these in. So we could just do middle bits in like that, and then feed this in like this, and do the end bit like that, and that should be good enough. So that's 4 into these. Okay, I like the way it does. It works it out. Look, it does one and then it does another. That is nice. Right, so how do we get the stuff over there? Now you might think, well, I could do a conveyor belt and do it all the way over there. Well, what you can do is if you go down and click here, you got different things. So we've got a belt launcher and a belt catcher. Now the launchers are quite cool. So if I select one and then press tab, it cycles through the different things. So I've got stuff coming out on all of these. So if I go like that, these are going to launch these over here. And we do need to get nearer though. So let's do one again. And do again. We don't need that one there. Don't need that one there. Now, when you get to this point now, you're like, well, I need to get to that bit. I'm going to do an experiment with that one. We'll do one there. And then can I do a launch thing there? I think we can. There you go. So we just simply need to feed this all in now. But can we do from that to there and then feed it into the one below? I don't think we can, you know. So really, if we wanted to feed this one in, we'd have to do it like this. We'd have to do it like feed it in. Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, that's that. I mean, this is just to speed it up. I don't necessarily need to do it like this, because I could do it like that and then feed all these in now, easy as pie, like that. And then if I wanted to do this last block, I could probably do it like this. So just get the conveyor belt from there. We still can't feed it into that though, can we? I don't think we can. Let's see if we can. No, we still can't feed that in. Let's do Control Z and delete that. We'd probably have to feed it in earlier. So instead of doing it all the way up there, do it like that. And then get rid of this bit. There you go. That's working now like that. It means we will, like, literally wouldn't need that top layer at all. Perfect. Okay, so we've unlocked this bit, so we can unlock that. So now we unlock a rotation module, which does what it says on the tin. So if it goes in that way, it will rotate, and then it produces a different shape. So we're going to start getting additional tasks now as well. So we get tasks that help us improve. So this one here, so we've got 2 tasks. I've got to make a circle that shape, and I will get my cutting speed improved. So I've got all these coming up here feeding stuff in, so I could do this myself and feed this into the chain. So if I cut something, it will be that shape, and I need it to be, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, you can't even see. If I then put this one here into a rotating thing, it'll do that shape. Now if you hover an icon down, if you see, look that there, when it's hovering you can see what shape's coming out. So that's going to cut that into a little shape like that, and then I need to rotate it twice. There you go, and that's the shape we need at the end. And then I could bring this down here to the end, feed it into the launcher. And that's the only thing I need for that. The other one we need to do is cutting one into that shape. So we could do that quite easy. If we feed it in once. Now, how are we going to cut it again? So that's going to go in there. Going to get cut once. Oh, yeah. I know what we need to do. We need to put it in there. Rotate it to that point. See? So it's like that and that. Then if we put it into a cutter again, we'll get the shape we need. And then we just feed that into the main thing. So that should be for that bit. Let's watch this and see if it goes up. Come on, launch it. Right, so we should get 1 of 40 now. Has got quite a way to go in the line though. Right, there you go. Okay, now the bottom cutting speed one is not working because, as you see here, look, there's a blockage in the line where I've cut this off and it can't actually get to the rest of it. So if we just join that back up, that's going to mean the production line is going to start moving now. And that's going to be perfect. I've drawn this out so badly, look. Because they don't actually need the circle bits at the moment. So I could, in fact, just, you know, get rid of that. And just have... Get rid of that line as well. Just have it doing these blocks. Because this will speed it up then. Because we're not doing these bits, which we don't need. Yeah, take out that line. Because otherwise that's going to feed into that and give me these blocks we don't need. Okay, and if you think something's going a little bit slow, then I could just mirror this. So if we wanted to mirror that, we'd just go, right, we'd go, let's see, we'd go cut, cut, switch, 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 and then we'd press 6. We'd get that on extract. We'd put that line in there. And that should hopefully be the line. Now, we can unlock the speed now. So watch this now. This is going to zoom up and go a little bit faster. Perfect. So now we've got 2 lines doing that speed. And we've got that one doing that shape, which we don't even need anymore now, to be honest. So just a few little tweaks. And it's flying. So the only thing is with this, is you're best getting some stuff coming through than nothing at all. So when you got like a goal of like 120, it's as long as you're getting blocks put in, that's all that matters. So this is where it starts getting a little bit spicy. So we have multi-layers. So we've got floors. So with the floors, you can do belts over different floors. So Q and E switches around. So the first thing we have to do now is we need 4 whole square blocks. So you remember we had the whole blocks over here and we were cutting them? So what I could do is now, I know I need this as a secondary. So let's get rid of that cutter and put a normal one in. Get rid of that cutter. Get rid of that cutter. Okay. So now we have just got normal blocks coming in. And we don't really need to split it up anymore, so we'll get rid of those bits. Okay. So that's just going to launch pure blocks now to go towards this bottom objective. Now, we need to do some cutting. So the way this building stuff works is I can start building from a point. So if I click that, click on a source. Now if I change the height now, I can build on a plane above, come back down and carry on building. So look at this. So this is going to feed like a block in here. It's going to suck it up, put it on an upper layer, drop it back down. So that is something that's going to be super handy in a bit. Okay, so I've got 160 in that, so I do need to do a little bit of cutting still. So Let's do a little bit of cutting. We need to do that shape there. I think I'll wait for this to get to 160. So we've done that bit. There you go. I need like 10 more, so we can start disassembling some of this. So we want to do cutting and then switching. So let's see. I think if you look at the top left, it says I need that shape. I'm sure I can build it like this though. So if you look at this one, so we're taking the square into a block, rotating it, and then cutting it into one. Let's see if that's good enough. Okay, it is. So even though it's the shape, not the position, which we're looking for, and I don't know if you can clone this. Can we clone? So we can select an area, and if we press C, that might work. So if how do I actually highlight it? Oh, it's shift. Right, so if I highlight this to this, like that, and press C, and then highlight here. Oh no, we need to unlock it first. So we can do copy and paste, I think. It says pipette clone. Clone a structure below the mouse so you can place more copies. I'm not sure how we actually place that. I'm gonna just do it manually because I can. So that, bosh. Okay, belt speed as well. Let's unlock that because we've unlocked it. Okay, we only need 50 of these things now. That is more than enough. Perfect. Let's get to the next little tutorial section. So it's just unlocking the building blocks of the level as you go along. So now this is about as far as I've actually got in the tutorial. So this is going to be quite interesting to see this now. So now we've unlocked something called a stacker. So this allows shapes to be stacked and combined. So this is where you start having to use a bit of common sense. So we're using circles next. So what I'm going to do is I am going to delete all of this because we literally do not need any of that. And we're going to do the stacker. So we're going to put 4 stackers, each with a gap between them. And we can press F to select the mirrored variant. So if you look at this at the moment, we've got output at the bottom, input on the right. If we press F, it switches it round to a different way round. So you can do up or down on that. Now I need 4 of these. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can switch between floors. So you have to feed it into the upper bit. So you can actually see the tutorial here. We've actually fed that in. Oh, is that the right way to do these then? I don't think that's the right way of doing these. Let's do this again. So is that input? Let's see. Where's the input on these? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think the input. Let's do output on these. Okay. Oh, we have got this as well. Drag and hold C to anchor your path, allowing you to build multiple corners. I want to feed these into here. This is automatically dragging into all these, so that's fine. Okay. So that's feeding these in. And then we need to do... What do we feed in the top of these then? I think we just need to do... Is that the right shape? Wait a minute. It's square and circle. Oh yeah, I've done this the wrong way. I'm an idiot. I've done this the wrong way. It needs to be over here. So let's get rid of all of that. If you highlight a load of stuff like that, boom, like that. Okay, so we need the square as the base unit. So we'll do the square as the base unit here. It's the input and output that was confusing me. I think that's the right way. That should be okay. So then we need to put the base units on these. So if we rotate this way, do it like that, and then like that. Is that going to work? Let's see. So one in. Nah, that's not right. That's not right, Shirlz. What are you doing? So if we do it up like that, then like that. That should be okay. And then we can feed these other ones in. So we've got a constant flow of stuff. I'll probably get away with just 2 on this. So now we've got the basic shape here now. So we've got the square base in, and we need to do the circle on the top. So we can use the other tier thing now. So what I can do is, let's get a couple coming out. And then we're going to drag the circle. And I'm going to do it all the way over here. Let's try to see things. If I anchor it like there. Okay, then anchor there. And then if we anchor there, hold down shift, press E. And you can see the way that's changed into that. That should hopefully now feed into all of those. Oh, no. We need to feed it in, don't we? We need to feed it into the things, don't we? So I need the choppy things. Let me see, is that? Input is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. So we're gonna feed it into the bottom bit. Hope this makes sense, because it is fun, but it does take a while to get used to doing all of this. So we need to go up here. There we go. Now, let's see. Is that working? So we've got the parts coming up. Eventually I'll get over there. So we need to do this bit as well. So, how are we going to do this then? It looks like a square and a circle. Separate the west half of any shape and then output both separately. So that's going to be a bit of an interesting one to do. So we're going to get the shape here. Then we're going to separate it. And then I think I should rotate it twice for ease. And let's get a little bit of a conveyor belt going over here. So now we need to take the parts from over here now. So let's just do one for now. And I need to join these up. So we'll cut it. We'll rotate it twice. Bring it over here. Let's do a C there. Bring it all the way over here. Alright, then we're going to combine it over here somehow. So let's do the joining thing again. So if I do 2 inputs there, and we'll feed this bottom one. Is that the right way? Yeah, we'll feed the bottom one in there like... Let's do it down and round. So feed the bottom one in like that. And then the top one has to go in top. It's got 2 inputs, but you can only do an input top and bottom. Right. That should work. Let's check out that it's all working then. Right, so... the only thing we've not done with this one yet is we've not done the actual output. The output is to the left. So let's see. Now I can go underneath this now. This is where it's going to get complicated. So if I do this like this here, do a C, and then do there. Okay, so that's one out. And then we just need to replicate that with the other ones. Okay, that should be it. I know it looks complicated, and it is complicated, but that's what we're playing it for. So let's see. And this one here as well, this needs the output as well. So if I wanted to, I could go back to doing the old launchy things as well, just to speed it up a little bit. So let's see if that works. So we've got that bit and that bit going in. And then they are making that shape. Is that the right shape? It's not quite the right shape, is it, that? Yeah, that's not the shape we're looking for, is it? The shape... Oh, that's not working. So why is that not working? Is it because we need to put... Do we need to put the circle in first? Or does it both need to go in on the same floor? You can build structures on all floors. Place a rotator or half destroyer on the second floor. I'm not sure why that's not working. It wants me to build a rotator on the second floor. I don't see how that would help. I mean, that's going to rotate it. How's that going to help me? That's not going to help. It's not helping whatsoever. We just need to merge the parts together, don't we? Right, let's think this through. Let's think where we've gone wrong. So we've got the two shapes. And we've got the two inputs. So should I do it like this then? Right, we've unlocked the main bit. I wanna unlock this. I feel like the parts need to be together, don't they? What is that? Separates the west. I want to do that. I don't understand why we're not doing it. It just says separates the west half from any shape and outputs both separately. I mean, we've got the two halves here. I mean, they probably need to be like that joined together. But how do we actually join them together? Because the stacker allows shapes to be stacked on top of each other. That's not really what we want to do, though, is it? We want to join them together. Let's see if I feed that in there. We'll try this again. I don't think I've done this the right way. I think I've got confused with how this actually works with this item. Because I don't think that's the right shape. It says it's outputting the right shape now, though. Maybe it is right. Maybe I'm misjudging my brilliance. Let's see. I mean, that is the shape. I'm not sure why that's working now. It's not putting them on top of each other. It's actually doing the right shape, isn't it? It's doing the square. I think it was just a rotation thing I needed to do. Anyway, I'm going to wait for the cutter to hopefully get done. That looks like that is right as well. So we've got a main goal and a sub goal. I don't know if we can do the sub goal until... If we unlock that, is that going to delete that one? I think the only way of speeding this one up would be to... Yeah. The only way of speeding that one up would be maybe do another part like this and output two separate lines to it. Which looks quite simple on paper, doesn't it? But as you can see, when we built it, it wasn't as simple. So we've got the output at the bottom on that one, then the two inputs. So how would I feed in that and that? So we've got these bits coming in. To the bottom. The circles go to the top and that goes to that. So if we did it like that, did another run off here. Go up a level. Back into that. Okay, and then I need to do another run off here. Which is just going to run into that one. Oh, you see the problem with the way I built this now? Look, this is going to make the shape. And then it's going to go and try and go back into the main line, isn't it? Yeah, that's not the right thing to do, Shirlz. I think this is an awful place to build it, to be fair. Because we need to get back onto that conveyor belt. So probably better off building it down here, maybe. Yeah, that'd do. That'd do the trick. So if we built it here, rotated it up here, and go up a level, go up here into there, fine. And then if we take the output from that one and do that into there, and then the actual output from down here, if we then take the output that's going down there, come over here, go up, go down, and join that one. That should work. Although it's not working at the moment because we've got a load of... Ooh. Oh yeah, we don't need this bit. This is what's causing the problems. It's that bit. Okay, let's move the camera around so you can actually see what I'm doing a little bit better. So squares are coming in now, so we should start doing the right shapes in a second. Oh, do you know why that's not doing this? It's because we need to put a rotation unit in. We need two, so it's in the right position. Otherwise, it goes on top of each other like that. Like that. That's wrong. So you rotate it like that. Then feed it in. Meanwhile, I've faffed around with that. Look, we're nearly at the limit of the things that we need to do. So we're finally doing the right shape now. There we go. That took us a while to do. I want to unlock this secondary one to see what it actually does. And we should have more than enough of those going through now. Okay, we need one more. Perfect. Wow, that took a long time to do. So that unlocks something now called the cutter. I'm pretty sure we had a cutter already though. Separates the west half of your shape from the east half and outputs both separately. I'm not sure if that's right or not. I think the other one destroyed it, didn't it? Yeah, that's separated into two different halves. The other one was the standard cutter, wasn't it? Destroyer. That's an actual cutter. Okay, and we've got that one as well. What is that we've unlocked? 90 degree CCW rotator. Rotates a shape 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, that does look fun. Anyway, I'm going to say, and that is it for now. So we're gonna pause for now because that is awesome. I want to show you some more. So if you do want to see some more on the channel, leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment, and let us know what you think of this game. It is very Factorio, but it is also very fun. It does make you think as you're doing it now. I think this would be an excellent game to stream because you could build it up and then people would be like, no, don't do it like that. Swap that splitter with something else. And I think that'd be a really good game to interact with. Anyway, that has been my first look at Shapez 2 demo. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.